like I was playing Escape from Wormwood, but then it's like you could actually click that. Let's see.
Content warning: blood, gore, destructive cults, and cannibalism.
Okay, at least it's, I can see that.
Well,
And also, I can't take it off either.
Well, they're helpful cults.
Okay.
Non-destructive cults? When you come to, you're in a strange and unfamiliar dark room.
It looks familiar.
Your stomach aches and you feel nauseous. Thick ropes bind your chest tightly, but they aren't the source of your pain.
Kind of hot.
You remember now, several days ago, you left on a research expedition into the rainforest with 2 of your colleagues.
And they liked bondage.
Forced to do a little foraging on the way back, the 3 of you ingested some berries that you're sure now were poisonous.
Alright.
Your colleagues sit beside you, unmoving. Their smells like metal. Check surroundings, think about how you got here, try to wake the others.
Wake the others. I already checked around. Like I could already see visually.
Pete.
Pete.
You whisper urgently to the witch beside you, but she doesn't respond. Pete. Squirming against your restraints, you attempt to lean your head on her chest to listen for a heartbeat. After a few moments, you're sure you can hear one faintly despite the distracting pounding in your own chest. The current state of the rat beside her is something you won't be able to confirm for yourself.
What rat?
One on the left. The door suddenly opens, startling you back into an upright position. You shut your eyes tightly to shield them from the harsh daylight. A masked being has entered the room.
A masked being. No, they're a mouse.
They approach. Your eyes remain locked on them the entire time, but they move past you and over to the rat. Their stature is that of a child, but that's typical of a mouse, you think. When they pull out a knife, you pray that it isn't a child at all. And when they lift the rat's arm and glide their blade down it, you pray that it's a sadistic adult acting alone. Why?
How'd they lift their arm out of there?
Why do you want a sadistic adult instead? Because if they're a lone murderer in the jungle, that gives you the greatest chance of escape. If it's a child acting within a group, not only do you have no chance, but it's also horrific and heartbreaking and bleak. As the blood drains from the rat, who doesn't deserve this, you swallow dizzy and try your best to remain calm. Wait, so they did cut them?
Yeah, their arm.
Say something, you fool. Beg for your life, ask who they are, tell them to stop.
Who are you?
Who are you? Why are you doing this? You're able to say it firmly, but the mouse ignores you.
Alright.
Let me go, please. I'm just a researcher. I won't report this. I'll never return here. Please, I'll do anything. Of course, they can't understand you. That's what the translator was for. But he's not waking up now. The mouse pulls a cloth from their pocket to wipe the knife. Once it's clean, they look to you for a long moment. You think desperately how you can convey to them that you mean them no harm and that you only want to go home. But instead, the nausea you've been staving off comes to a head. Thanks to the inescapable smell of your colleague's blood. You lean forward and vomit helplessly onto the floor. The mouse kneels down in front of you. Their rubber rain boots squeak lightly as they move.
Into my throat.
Are they playing in my puke?
Yeah.
When you look up at their face, the mask, they bring the soiled cloth to the sides of your mouth, dabbing the mess away.
Alright. They're nice enough.
So they cleaned my dirty mouth?
Yes.
You'd almost believe it was a small kindness if not for the faint taste of blood on your lips.
No.
The mouse seems to study your face for a moment, but you can only stare back in stunned silence while the cat attacks the door.
Your cat.
See what you do.
All he did was just meow right there. Yeah, that's the next thing.
Okay. The mouse seems to study your face for a moment, but you can only stare back in stunned silence. What you use are words if the mouse can't seem to understand you anyway.
My baby. Gonna lay down.
Stand, then open the door to leave. You hang your head as the despair of your situation hits you in a wave.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah, she just wanted to check what we were doing.
Yeah, baby. Alright.
You sit there sobbing in darkness as you listen to the slow drip of the drain in front of you.
Oh, makes you want to pee.
Day 2. The witch beside you still hasn't woken up.
Why?
Pete is much older than you, with a weaker constitution. As a witch, you expected she would be a little sturdier, but apparently not. Being able to use magic doesn't guarantee protection from poison. Her specialty lies in photography, not medicine. What?
Okay.
She isn't wounded, though, at least not in any obvious way. It isn't her blood that stains the floor where you sit. The only one the mouse seems to have cut into so far is the rat, Moss. Think about the witch, think about the rat, think a way out.
Yeah.
You need to think of a way out. It's probably too late for Moss, but if you could just untie yourself and Pete and leave Moss.
Yeah.
The ropes refuse to loosen themselves. No matter which direction you bend your torso, without something sharp to cut through the fibers, you'll be stuck like this.
Alright.
You lean your full weight into Pete again, so you've continued to do throughout the night. Pete, please, wake up! You hate having to face this alone, even if this witch were to offer unpleasant remarks. At this point, you'd accept them with full gratitude.
Okay.
The door opens again for the first time since yesterday. The sudden sound of heavy rain causes you to jolt, but you remain frozen, lying against Pete's shoulder.
So it was pretty quiet in there.
The mouse is here again. Is it the same one as before? Judging by their stature, you imagine it must be.
Alright.
They walk past you and over to Moss. They pull out the knife again.
Okay, they're gonna poke him again.
You can't bring yourself to watch this time. You only wish you could cover your eyes.
Ears?
Oh, yeah, ears. Wait, then why do you need to cover your ears if you're still gonna watch if your eyes are open?
Yeah.
That way you wouldn't have to hear the sounds of flesh and muscle parting, of his blood pouring out from his severed veins and splattering loudly into the floor. So you'd cover your ears but still watch?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this, please? You cry because you can't think of anything else to do. You can't just sit and wait for your turn to be filleted.
Filleted?
But you can't move and the mouse won't listen to you, so you sit there whimpering until you hear a loud thud. You finally open your eyes to see Moss's corpse, a misshapen lump on the floor. Okay, so you did cover your eyes. Close your eyes. Even in this low light, you can tell what once was human skin has become coarse fur.
Yeah.
Were they not human?
Yeah, they're just...
Animal?
Yeah.
A quirk of animal folk. They return to their bestial form upon death. Having forgotten that, you realize he must have been alive and unconscious until now. You panic or remain calm?
I'm pretty calm.
Your mind is racing, but you shut every single one of those thoughts out in order to survive.
Yes!
Moss is dead, but your position is unchanged. You have to escape. The mouse begins dragging the larger rat's body across the room, inch by inch.
They're not very strong.
You're breathing hard, but as you watch this tiny mouse struggle to move this heavy corpse, you almost feel bad for them. So they're just a giant rat now?
Yeah.
That's when you finally think of something you can do. Roll at top speeds. Hey, untie me. The mouse stays focused on their task. He's heavy, right? Untie me and I can help you move the body. You almost can't believe what you're saying. Your shaky breath steadies the more you talk. It's so sad watching you try to move him alone. Please, can I help you? The mouse stops to look at you. Their masked face sends a chill down your spine. You worry that being able to read their expression would feel even worse. You have their attention. You have to commit to this now.
Commit.
Where are you moving him? I can help you. I promise I'll help, but I can only do that if you untie me. You can untie me. You can tie me up again afterwards. Of course I'll cooperate, please.
Oh,
I just something. Want to help.
Oh.
The mouse steps over the rat's body and kneels in front of you, the same as they did when you vomited yesterday.
Well, then the vomit's still there. I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Well, okay, you're talking to me. You broke your rule. You're good. Your eyes light up. She can understand you after all.
Ooh.
Her voice sounds young and feminine. This is a child being forced to do horrible things by some monster.
Oh, is it?
You can talk her into releasing you. You have to. It's your only path forward.
Forward.
I won't talk. I'll just lift. It's just so sad watching you. I can't bear it. She draws her knife for a moment, you think she's about to silence you for good. But instead, she cuts through a piece of rope.
I'd like to move this to the table.
The table's over there. You do as the mouse commands.
Commands. Day 3.
It took a whole day?
Sorry.
Pete woke up last night. You filled her in on everything that happened. Moss's death, your masked captor, you puking. You left out the part where you convinced the mouse to untie you. You pretend she didn't say a word to you. You hadn't said anything more to her either, and even let her tie you up again in the end. As promised, Pete would only scorn you for not putting up more of a fight if she knew. Although she's still rather delirious and weak, she ate the largest share of the berries now that you think of it.
Ate too much of the berries.
You don't know how much she'll fight back, or if she'll be able to help you at all. Talk to Pete, think about what happened to Moss, think of what to do next.
Yeah, what to do next now?
Your ropes aren't as tight as they were before. You've tried squirming around again, but you haven't gotten them to budge.
Oh.
Still, they're a little less uncomfortable. Your muscles are stiff from being stuck in one position on the floor.
Ugh.
You wonder if the mouse would be willing to leave you untied in the room. The door is locked anyway. You need to earn more of her trust. At the very least, you'd rather Pete be the one to be drained next.
Okay.
The train.
Yep. Okay.
The door opens and the mouse enters the room.
Again. Let us go. We could pay. Do you understand?
Well, they were sitting on a chair. Pete speaks quickly in a demanding tone, but the mouse ignores her as expected.
What does he want? Food? Wealth? I don't want to be made into a ritual sacrifice. We can make this worth your while.
The mouse kneels down before the witch and holds the knife to her skin. Pete flows in a panic, knocking the knife from her hands. It slides across the floor toward the drain, but it doesn't fall in. Oops.
Yep.
The mouse calmly collects her knife. You're silent, thinking desperately of a way to delay her further.
Loam told me all about you butchered that rat. Wait, we're Loam. Right. You collected his meat for what? Are you cannibals, or are you just toss those remains into a pit to appease your god?
She falls over to where Moss once sat, flailing dangerously again as the mouse takes slow steps towards her. An idea comes to mind. Offer to help.
Okay.
You swallow hard before asking. Would you like some help again? Pete stops flailing. All at once, you can feel both of them staring at you, but your eyes are fixed on the captor's mask. The mouse nods.
Okay. Oh, no.
4 days.
Long days.
Pete refuses to speak to you. You try to explain that you only held her down like that as part of your ploy to earn the mouse's trust. And you got results. You convinced her that she didn't need to trouble herself with tying ropes around your whole body. So today it's just your hands that are tied.
Whoa.
You've been able to pace around the room, which feels much better than sitting on the hard floor. Your odds of survival are slowly increasing.
Yes.
You don't worry about Pete's blood spilling down the drain. She's weakened but still alive. The cut was far from fatal. Talk to Pete, search the room, think of what to do next.
These two are about the same, but let's just think.
You rack your brain trying to figure out what you do next. It's hard to think on an empty stomach. You've been running on adrenaline these past few days, and your nerves are completely shot.
Oh.
You were at the very least given some water yesterday, both you and Pete. They seem to want to keep you alive for a little longer, but you aren't sure exactly why or for how long. Maybe you'll be able to get some answers today. You decide to make that your goal. Little Mouse returns. You move back to your place next to Pete in a show of cooperation. When she kneels down and draws her knife, Pete interjects with a level of composure. You're shocked to hear from someone crumpled, bound, and bleeding on the floor.
Mouse, you should be cutting him instead.
You almost can't believe your ears. How does she expect to have any chance of escaping if you're both weak from blood loss? Why me? The mouse pauses to hear her out. You want to cry?
Oh, he's trying to trick you. He's gaining your trust a little at a time before taking that knife to you and
You're almost relieved when your little mouse brings the blade down and pierces her flesh. You feel awful about it, but it spares you another day.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? The mouse cleans the blade against the cloth as she always does.
We're not supposed to talk.
You already talked. I just want to know your name. Hearing her call you Mouse felt sad that I didn't know your name. She tilts her head at you as Pete continuously mutters swears under her breath. I should introduce myself first, shouldn't I? My name is Loam.
Yeah, we probably got Loam. I'm sorry, I don't have a name I could share.
She stands to leave.
Oh.
Is there something I can call you? Something other than Mouse? Pete moans in agony, but you don't let her distract you. You need to keep building trust, or else you'll both be killed.
Ugh.
The mouse stares at you for a long while before turning away.
I don't know.
She opens the door, letting in the roar of heavy rainfall. I'll think of something for you. You yell after her as the door closes. You hope she thinks about it too.
Ooh,
Day 5.
Still alive.
Pete isn't speaking to you again, but this time it's because she hasn't seemed to regain consciousness. Her body is alarmingly cold, but you think she still has a pulse. She isn't dead just yet. But you don't think you'll be able to escape with her anymore. You weren't counting on it to begin with, but it would have been nice not to be alone.
Yes, they were a bit mean.
You sigh.
Ha.
Your stomach is tearing itself apart with hunger. Talk to Pete, stretch your legs, think about names.
Think about names.
A name for the faceless mouse. No, she isn't faceless, only masked. The group she's working for, the one that tells her not to talk to you, the one keeping her nameless and anonymized. Anonymized?
Yeah.
Anonymized.
Anonymized, yeah.
That group is keeping her personhood from her. By giving her a name, you can work toward removing that mask. The door opens again. Each time it does, you brace yourself. For a new mouse, a stranger, to walk through the door, you brace yourself for your strategy to be completely overturned, for your progress to be reset, and to feel overcome with despair as the stranger drives their blade deep into your flesh to be cut into pieces, bones discarded, and carried out in metal pells just like moss.
Oh my.
But you can tell it's her again today, the mouse who will help you escape from this place.
From this land.
Her hood and boots are drenched with rain. She doesn't bother to shake any of it off. Instead, she looks right at you and makes a small sound like she's smiling under that mask. It's how you want to be greeted, so it's what you imagine that sound must have meant. You smile back. Forgive me for speaking, but I've still been thinking of what to call you. I don't know what kinds of things you like, so I mean, if I give you a name, I think it should be something you like. So what do you like? Or what do you do?
I do have a name.
You pause blinking twice.
What?
Yesterday you said you didn't, so I'm sorry to have jumped to conclusions. Mouse kneels down in front of Pete and draws her knife.
I can't share. We're all given sacred names by the highest power.
She makes her incision. You don't watch the blood leak from Pete's arm. You can only look at the mask.
We're not supposed to share our sacred names, but I think it's okay if I tell you what my name means. And then you could call me something based on that. Does that work?
I guess so. She's making concessions to you. We're compromising.
Those concessions?
Something small and trivial, but she's willing to negotiate with you, which means you still have a chance of negotiating your freedom.
I'll get a hot dog and some nachos.
What does your sacred name mean?
Water from the heavens, where the highest power lives.
Rain.
I'm proud of my name, so if you could call me something like that, I'll be happy.
She wipes her knife. Pete is still. Think of a name. Trying to think feels like wading through a deep pit of mud, but you finally land on something. Little raindrop. Mouse doesn't react, so you rush to explain. It's not a name, but a term of endearment like sweetheart or pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
My grandmother used to call me that back when I was a little tyke.
Oh.
You don't think about the ways Pete reminds you of your late grandmother.
How she used to do this too.
Pete's dead, but how old are you, little raindrop? She thinks for a moment.
16.
Too young.
Oh.
For what? She's far too young to be taking lives like this. Though you realize it's likely because she's so young that this group has been able to mold her into a killer. Mouse turns her attention back to the witch lying still on the floor beside you.
It's hard to tell when the witch's heart has stopped beating. Can you help me again?
You swallow hard and turn your head to finally face what's become of Pete.
Gulp.
Sure.
Oh, Pete's dead.
You sit on the blood-soaked floor with ropes tied loosely around your body, though not so loose that you could shuffle your way out of them. The other mice had apparently scolded the little raindrop for leaving you unbound. It wasn't proper. She told you the highest power would be displeased and that she had no choice but to tie you up like before. Your eyelids are heavy. You feel hollow. Somehow you've ended up making negative progress.
Oh, wow.
Today you're all alone. Think about what happened yesterday. Try to free yourself.
I'll think.
After confirming Pete's death, after you laid your head on her chest, remembering the first time you heard her faint heartbeat despite the pounding of your own, you listened for the sound as hard as you could. But it wasn't there. You felt like your heart might stop too. Instead, it continued beating, this pulsing inside your rib cage that you usually never paid any mind to. You curse it for its diligence. Pete's body was dissected the same as Moss, but you didn't only watch this time. The raindrop chatted to you as she went about her business. The conversation took your mind off of the things she asked you to do. Her commands you obeyed without much hesitation. You're out of your mind.
Yes.
But everything you've been doing, all of your efforts, everything you've done in order for you to escape and survive this ordeal.
Yeah.
You have to survive this.
Alright, now I'll do that.
You squirm lazily in place on the floor, but the ropes don't give an inch.
Lazily.
You want to cry, but you're already dehydrated. You want to go home, but you can't leave this room. You want to die, but only if it will be painless.
Whew.
You don't want to bleed like Moss and Pete did.
You
You don't want to be reduced to chunks of meat and forgotten.
Bunch of chunks.
It's late when the mouse arrives, so late that you almost believe she wouldn't come today.
No.
Your raindrop?
Oh. Hello.
The candle light reflects off her mask, a terrifying figure.
Ooh.
You smile weakly.
I'm here because I was able to sneak away with some leftovers.
Food? She brought you food?
Food!
She's still on your side, your little raindrop from the heavens. She came here because she didn't want you to starve. Is it really okay to be giving me your food? I hope you've already eaten your fill. She kneels down in front of you, presenting a bowl of stew.
Yeah. We're having 3 feasts in a row, so I don't mind sharing some.
Thank you, little raindrop.
Yes.
You get 3 meals a day. Another sound comes from behind the mask, as if she's smiling at you again. You want to believe that.
Believe. I can't untie you, so I'll feed you myself.
She holds up a spoonful of the dark stew. Your eyes linger on the chunks of meat.
Chunky meats.
It's Pete. Pete is in there.
I'll eat Pete. It's survival.
You're doing what you have to in order to survive.
At least it tastes good.
It'd all be meaningless if you were to die here like this. That's why you have to do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Day 11.
That's a jump. That is all wonky.
For 5 days, your little raindrop came to visit and made small horizontal incisions across your wrists.
Oh, come on.
They bled as you chatted with her. You continued to chat in order to take your mind off the pain. You think you're probably going to hell. There are all sorts of conceptions of hell in the cultures you've studied, be they cold, fiery, a transient purgatory, or a realm of eternal punishment.
No.
You weren't sure you believed in hell before now, but being faced with your imminent death, you want to believe there must be some kind of afterlife. You can't imagine whatever's next would be a peaceful paradise with your family, your ancestors happily waiting there for you. Surely some kind of retribution is coming for a coward like yourself. What's being done to you now? It isn't enough. The blood congealates. The wound scabs over. A fresh incision is made.
Oh.
Maybe the only part of you that will ever escape this place is what's already flowed down the drain.
Oh, no.
And each time the door opens, a little seed of hope is planted.
Oh.
She's here again. She smiles to greet you.
Oh. Could you actually hide the sex like that? Oh, it goes like that. It's like, neat. There.
Talk about your journal, talk about your field study, ask to be released, stop talking for today.
Field study.
You explain to the little raindrop that you've traveled here on a research expedition.
Oh, that looks better to see. Alright.
When she asked about the purpose of your research, you realized Pete's photography would communicate it most clearly, so you had her dig into the witch's backpack to uncover her photo book.
Oh.
Pete was such an unpleasant person to be around, but her talents were unmatched.
Oh.
Seeing her photography again brings you to tears. You have to stop looking.
Alright.
The ropes around your body might be the only thing holding you together. Talk about your journal, ask to be released, stop talking for today.
Journal.
Little Raindrop asks to tell her another story from your journal. You carry with you on all your adventures a record full of notes on ancient civilizations, things you've learned from various tribes in the region, and little things about their ways of life that have fascinated you. Anthropology is a broad subject. There are so many exciting things to learn. You've shared some of those things with this mouse who seemed to match your excitement and interest in the wider world. She's never left this village, so it's no surprise she would feel that way. When you finish your story, she seems no closer to releasing you. You can feel your story sway her heart, but still she's not budge. Ask to be released or stop talking. Probably ask.
Let's see.
You've tried to lead the conversation toward your escape many times. You even offered to take the little raindrop with you to show her the world, but there's only so hard you can push. The other mice tell her that the outside world is full of dangers. You tried to show her that it is instead full of wonders.
Wonders.
Ironically, it is your wanderlust that had landed you in danger.
Oh.
But that doesn't have to be true for this mouse.
Well, this little mouse.
She doesn't have the courage to flee, and you fear you no longer have the strength, so you admit defeat.
I'm defeated. Alright.
Is it over?
Maybe. Oh, it's darker.
Another day goes by, bleeding and talking late into the night. The little raindrop yawns, then carefully picks up her candle.
I'd better go to bed.
You don't want her to leave. You don't want to be left alone another night in this dark, horrible, blood-stained room.
Yes. Not too bad. It's darker. Good night, Loam. See you tomorrow.
You offer a weak good night and close your eyes. You don't know how much longer you'll last.
13.
On the 13th day of Christmas, you're feeling more lucid today. The hopelessness has left you. You think it's probably your body's last hurrah. Your grandmother was like that too. The day that she passed. You wonder if dying bodies can feel their expiration date coming on. You thought you'd be scared, but really you've spent these past 2 weeks in total fear. You're overdue for a sense of peace.
Okay, I'm ready.
She raises the knife on your arm and waits for your approval. She'll be forced to reopen an older wound with how many cuts you've been left there.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it fall on you to signal the go-ahead? It's made this whole thing feel like a slow suicide. It's enough to make you laugh, but the corners of your mouth only curl slightly at the thought before relaxing back in place. Yeah.
Oh.
And then you do give her a nod, and she cuts and you bleed.
Mm-hmm.
You're so cold, but you don't even have the energy to shiver. You wish she'd brought a blanket, but you can't ask her for that. Not for that now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to open your eyes again. You thought for a moment that you didn't want to, but... Little raindrop. Could you take off your mask? She hesitates.
Oh, my mask? Why?
I've never seen your face. I'd like to see it once before it's too late.
At least the one time. Okay. Oh.
You stare at her for a moment. In this light, you were almost unsure, but there really is a person under there, not some monster.
And a mouse.
You worried you might only be fooling yourself, believing she was a victim like you. She's still a child whose view of the world has been warped in such a way that brings harm to others. She can't see the damage she's done. She hasn't had a chance to comprehend it before being put into the situation.
Ooh.
Such beautiful round eyes.
Your eyes are nice too.
You're able to muster a real laugh this time. You have to say more than that. Listen, little raindrop, once you prepare my body for the feast, we won't be able to talk anymore.
That's okay, the feast is what's important. It's a great honor to be offered up by a highest power. You were chosen.
There wasn't enough time.
Baby.
You couldn't get through to her. There was never enough to be in a way to untangle those immoral beliefs of hers overnight.
Okay, baby wants to go.
But if you leave it like this, she may never break free from them.
She's gonna go.
Use all that's left of strength to lean forward, letting your head fall on her lap. Please, learn everything you can about the world, little raindrop. This highest power of yours isn't the only power that exists. It isn't the only way.
Yes.
She doesn't say anything. You continue. I'm sorry, I've only ever said things that must sound like sacrilege to you, but I hope you can understand it one day.
One day.
Come to understand it and escape from this place. That is my wish for you. You close your eyes again. You pray to every power you can think of to please let this mouse escape.
This one little mouse. Part 1 end.
Eh?
Part 1 end? What? God.
After the feast that day, I thought the highest power wouldn't be passing down any more blessings for a while.
How long is this game?
3 at once had been a lot of work. I had only ever managed 2 at a time before.
It was actually quite a bit, I think.
Thought maybe the highest power was pleased with how well it went, and that's why it sent us a 4th.
A 4th.
Hope this new offering was as nice as you were. If so, I'd go with the slow draining method again. I knew I wasn't supposed to talk to them. Meals are to be eaten, not spoken with. That's the rule.
A mule?
So, does it keep going?
I think so.
So, do we end it here? Or?
It kind of like, I think it's like a full-on story right here.
Yeah, no, this is part 2.
Yeah, so it is a very long one.
It's only supposed to be like 30 minutes.
Oh, 30 minutes? No, that is freaking just part 1 to 2. It's like, god dang. Alright, so then we'll leave it there.
Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.